Hello, good evening. Welcome to Mystic Moon's chat and personal readings. It's nice that you're here tonight. It's a quiet night. It's not snowing, it's not raining. And I haven't looked outside. Oh, wait a minute. Tomorrow. Tomorrow we're supposed to see meteorites that aren't supposed to be drones or whatever in the sky. Some sort of meteorite showers tomorrow night, Friday night. So that'll be another late night because I want to see that show. When I go outside, there's nothing but stars anyway, which is a nice thing about living in the mountains. Sometimes it feels spooky though. I think maybe like a wolf, coyote, or a bear might be out there, as well as maybe some crazy person, some Grizzly Adams type person who's not very friendly. Well, anyway, welcome to chat and personal readings. Lots of things are happening. Lots of things are going down. It's amazing. If you want to join in tonight's chat, feel free, say hi. What are you doing for this 2025? I'm going to try and make this year the best, the absolute best. I'm not going to no matter what. I mean, I've had a strange life myself, so ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. However, I've always remained active and opinionated and aware, which is why we're chatting tonight. So, what do you think of? I'm making something, and I'm going to chat with you while I figure out the details of this strange flame. I'm making a prototype of which is supposed to be the spirits outside of the human body, and like a human spirit. Like people always think that the human spirit looks like the last reincarnation of the body that you wore. And I think it's more than that. I mean, I guess there are some spirits that look exactly like the way that they did. They get that humanoid look. But I mean, an out-of-body spirit, what is an out-of-body spirit? And isn't everything an out-of-body spirit? Are they everywhere? I mean, if a human was a human, why wouldn't a human want to be a tree or a plant or a tiger? Who's to say? Who's to say? We don't know. There's so much we don't know. And we can just speculate. And that's the fun part of having a out-of-box mind. You can speculate. Look at this now. To see the way that I see spirits, not of course, not all spirits are the same, and not all spirits are just spirits. They could be interdimensional space aliens. We know that. And we have to think that way because it's 2025. I was going to say 1984. It's not 1984. That's a book. And just because we're living it doesn't mean it's reality. But it's amazing how these Q dates stay in our heads, isn't it? But 2025 has been spouted for a while, different ways. Hey, how are you doing? Rem, how's everything? Happy New Year's. It's going to be a good year. A good year. Well, this particular piece I'm working on, it's only about, the height of my hands, the height, and thick as my hands too. But it's individual, and it's have to be careful because it's made out of paper and cardboard and glass mirrors. And then the best thing about it, I've worked a lot in this with glass. Hey, that's good. I'm glad you're doing good. Anything exciting happening this week? I'm trying to get this piece done, but it's so hard. It is really hard. I got the idea first from watching a Korean drama. And watch this Korean drama. They were doing animals. Now, of course, this is not exactly like it, but it's a takeoff from that drama. I saw a piece of artwork in the drama. So if somebody asks you if you do any type of work, no matter what it is, and they ask you to put it on a TV series, say, yeah, put it in there. Because it does inspire people. It really does. It really does. So you have nothing exciting happening. That's good. It's going to be a nice, tranquil week. There used to be a saying that the first 12 days of the month would be the way, a guide, a guidance, a model for each day for each month of the year. Of course, that's an old Southern tale. I don't know. It doesn't strike me. But people say it. People say it. Well, I have all these glass bits, shards. I took some glass mirrors and I like cut it up to tiny. I break it. That has a loud piercing, and I got lots of these little pieces, tiny ones, right? Tiny ones like this, even tinier. I mean, and I have a whole big tray of them, and I can't fit it up here, but this is the spirit life. Now check this out. Look at this. Now it's lots of work, and I'm filling it all up with glass. Yeah, and the coolest part of these pieces, I have pieces that are 15 feet high and 12 feet high, stuff like that. The coolest thing about these things is when light hits it. Like, let's see if I got a flashlight somewhere. Let's see. Well, you can't see when I have the light on, but it gives the whole thing like a crystal ball effect, like a disco, like sunrise. Here is a light. Let's see. Now maybe I'm going to turn off this light for a second. Hold on. I'll show you. Okay. Now let's see. How can I get this to? Let's see. Trying to get it has to be done in the right place. Let me see now. No. Let me see. How to get. I mean, it's made for like a large space, and it's hard to get on this phone. Let's see. Well, Well, it's on the wall. Wait a second. No. Well, it looks like an aurora. Okay, so it's not. I can't really show you yet at this point, but it's pretty cool. It looks like an aurora in the sky. It makes your place into an aurora, which is really cool. I mean, it is so damn cool. It is like beyond. Let's see. I'm pushing this. Let's see now. Anyway, this is that's the way that goes. It's really cool. It's really cool. I mean, it captures light like anything. It makes it go on the ceiling. It makes it go on the walls. You could even see a little bit. No, I need a bigger place and to have it more finished. But then I'll show you once I get. But it's really a lot of work. It's really lots of work, but it's like an aurora when you walk into your place, and then when you put it like the sun hits it by the window, sunset it hits, sunrise, and it just casts like bubbles and shadows. It's just really terrific. But anyway, that's what I'm doing right now, and it's pretty cool. And of course, these are all, some of these pieces are like this. And then I'll clean it all up and I'll put grout so you won't kill yourself when you cut yourself when you touch it. But it can be stuffed with anything. It can have gems. It can have anything. As long as it reflects. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. And this whole effect of it goes two ways. It's cool. It's cool. And then I can also put more shards on top of these pieces. And, well, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. It's trying to get like the spirit world that we're in. Like I mean, there are dimensions. There are many dimensions. And just to get beyond that. I mean, of course, some people don't, we'd rather see like, realistic depiction of humans. I can do that too, but I think the psychological effect in the ether, that's really like striking to me. Yes, yes. Hi, Helga. How are you? What's what's how are you today? How are you doing? How are you doing? You want a reading? Is that what you want? I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm real good. But I'm doing. Oh yeah, that was a Christmas present. Thank you. This is a crystal. Yeah. Happy New Year to you too. Happy New Year. Thanks. 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 It's really big, isn't it? Yeah. It's different. It's from South America. It's from Venezuela. No, Argentina, I think. It's from Argentina. From Mola. Check it out. Wow. Do you still have it? I love that pink quartz. I love pink quartz. No, I love gems. I love gems. I love working with gems. Helga, I'm doing like paid readings for personal things, but we could talk about things if you want. But personal readings, they're paid. I need some more art supplies, stuff like that. Yeah, you can check out my channel for donation readings. The collective ones too. There's lots of things. There's a couple thousand videos. A couple. I did 12 by the Zodiac this morning, so maybe that would help. Square shapes. Wow. Well, hmm. Maybe because it wasn't refined. That's probably why. Because it wasn't refined. Probably. 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 See, first I'm putting down some stinky glue with a Q-tip. Then I search, and hopefully I won't like scratch my hands for pieces that fit. I was thinking I'd make this and sell this for a certain amount of money, of course. And I thought because it was a prototype, I wouldn't charge my usual fees. But seeing that it takes so much work, I changed my mind. Size is irrelevant. It takes a lot of effort. Oh, nice, 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 nice. Yeah. I wonder what kind of frequency it gives off. It must be a nice driveway. Is it like those light ones in Florida or the dark ones like up north driveway? You know, the actual driveway. Nice. Now, my idea is just to have all. I mean, for furniture wise, I just like. I just love like natural things. I love like shells, stones, things. I'm not so much like into having like Mediterranean or Scandinavian design or anything like that. I just like things that are like different. Uh-uh. I know. Me too, me too, me too. And every time I go to the beach, I made a lampshades out of shells that I found on the beach when I used to live on the shore. Where's your ideal place to live? Oklahoma. Ah, that's probably where when they're doing all that. What do you call it? Don't they do drilling in Oklahoma? You know, like oil drilling or something. They probably dig up lots of stuff. No, I have collections. I love glass. I love glass. I'm like some kind of like a crow, you know, raven, that they see something that glitters and they says, "Oh, I want that." I mean, I'm of the belief that these glittery things, of course, because I'm a indigenous, you can almost say it's like in the blood, you know, shiny stones. But didn't they say they sold the Europeans bought the Manhattan for like a 24 shiny semi-precious gems? I would have bought that. Probably would have been it could have been my relatives. And so much I like shiny things. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Well, considering how they want to mine everything, I think we'll probably get a lot more shiny things from the ground. They want to like dig up everything. I remember when I first found out that you couldn't, when you bought property, you had to make sure that nobody else owned the under the earth mineral rights, because somebody, you can buy a piece of property, but you don't own under the ground. So that means that anybody can come over, the owner can, and who has the rights to the mineral to the under the soil, can come and like do whatever he wants to get that stuff out. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. Yeah. I'm working on the heads. You see, the whole thing, I think, when you're like about this piece, the whole thing is like when you're traveling interdimensional, interdimensional beings, you can call them creatures. They're like things in a certain type of time, like a timing changes. Like maybe they see us like when we're walking, but maybe they see like 24 us to like each step we make that we see, or that we see 24 steps that they see for each step that they take. 24, you know, boom, slow motion, and then we still see the residue. It could even be the frequency residue or the energy residues. It's interesting, you know? I mean, the law of physics has totally changed when you have like interdimensional beings. And so, what do you think about the way? How are you going to navigate with all this craziness going on in this world? Too many crazies. Too many crazies. Half of it is unbelievable. People could be so nuts. Oh, that's nice. Ah, I'm gonna Hot Wheels. Ooh, nice. Well, of course, like I have old Barbies. Old Barbies. And what else? Oh, I have old analog. I have a old analog stuff. Tapes. I have a couple of televisions too that I made into pieces of artwork. They function too. That's nice. Oh yeah, I am. No, I've worked for years in my fingers. I mean, I have no calluses or anything, but my once in a while I get pricked. But it's I'm careful. I'm careful. You'd be surprised that it's not as sharp as it would appear to be. It's not. Well, the whole effect I wanted to get is like slow motion video in like you know you just like it moves and it doesn't move. That's what I'm trying to get. It moves but it doesn't move. I'm just a little hesitant that you may like when I finish it, you go like, what is it? But I can only tell once it's finished what it is. Really is. Really is. Yeah. I as I said, I mean, I have these other pieces. It's a huge mobile. I have it. It's not where I am right now because I need a bigger place. But it's a huge mobile, and it's made out of popsicle sticks and glass, and it's really interesting. And you know, surprisingly enough, I worked on this piece. Uh, there's like there's like well, there's like 7 hanging pieces, right? 7 hanging pieces, and the title of it is it's all about the moment that humans. This was done. I started this like 2018, 2019. The title of this is "Welcome to the Universe or Remain in the Abyss," and it's all about the moment that humans, meet aliens, and then amount of years later down the line, here it is. Here it is. It's like, wow, kind of funny. No, I always like to make things. I think that's the greatest thing about humans. They make things, right? I mean, spiders make things too. That's what dream catchers are all about, or spider webs. Indigenous dream catchers, North American indigenous. The spider. That's why I always keep a spider effigies of spiders around. There's supposed to be an alien insect race. Can you imagine that? Did you ever look at? Have you seen some bugs lately and looked upon them with magnifying glasses, a high magnifying glasses? You'd be surprised how beautiful they are. And I hate bugs. I'm not a bug person, but I have to say these bugs are fabulous looking bugs. Their little crazy faces. Their symmetric forms. They're really fabulous bugs. Chi Chi, my cat is talking. What? Yeah, they're so beautiful, and they look like They look like clowns. They actually look like clowns. They look like clowns. I mean, they're just and they have an innocence about them too, even in their multi eyes. Yes, they are impressive. Stop. Quiet. Oh, I think my Chi has to go potty. All right, all right. All right, all right, all right. Yes, ants. I mean, there's certain things I really do not like. I mean, it's we're very much of an anti-bug culture. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, let me take care of this pussycat. Oh, okay. Yes, yeah, I know. It's really. I mean, I think that we're in for like humanoids, us and others. We're into so many great discoveries. It's like it is so exciting, and it's also how many people can really, really handle what's to come. Like there's an insect race. That's what they say anyway. They say people have been studying alien life for a long time. That's what they say. They say there's an alien race. Not an alien race, an insect race. It's all alien races. Can you imagine us having a discussion with intelligent insects? They can say, "Why did you spray us and kill us all these years? Kill our emissaries, our ambassadors?" And we go, "Because they're ugly, ugly. They're creepy." And they go, "Well, you look creepy too." I know. How can we get? I mean, certain people think like space aliens are going to are cool, and other people are like, they're the demons, they're the devils. It's like so it's so happening right now. That's what I can say. It is so happening right now. It is really happening, and just how are we dealing with it? Oh. I mean, you even take the Debbie's with, I think Dorga with all those 8 arms. I forget exactly. It could be her, But I mean, 8 arms. I mean, that sounds kind of like an half insect deity. I mean, Hindu certain things of the Hindu gods. If we saw a human with 8 arms, thrashing around coming towards us, personally, I'd run. But like somebody else would be going like, bang, they shoot. And then, I mean, even in friendship, you can't like really like trust the way people would feel about aliens that don't look like them. Yeah, but it's here. It's here. I mean, that's where we're at right now, which is really, I think that just having like all these world wars and stuff, just to keep us, away from the idea, away from the notions that the space aliens are here. Yep. Oh yeah. And still. And then you got to do something that like makes you impressive or at least worthy of respect, right? Or otherwise you get trashed for that. It's really complicated. I mean, it's so something, so something. I don't know. And then they think that I mean, but I mean, all those things were good and passable while they could keep the secrets quiet. I mean, today they're not even trying to keep the secrets quiet. I mean, you got the drones, you got like all these experimentations going around, and then they're not like, and they're trying to say, can't trust yourself. It's very, very strange. At the same time, we have this huge awakening and uplifting of people. People are becoming wise, becoming engaging. I mean, I think people are getting to start to take their place in the universe. Some of us. I think a lot are still afraid, but only because I think that there's so many, like you said, like if you don't look exactly and talk and dress like I do, you, you're like suspicious. And they say that xenophobic trip that we have, has made us laugh, but it's also stopped us from growing. And now we're just getting into like too much stupid. Yeah. I mean, you have to think about those indigenous tribes that they still run around naked. They're like, they got this, they got that. They're happy, and that we can't have enough of this and that, and we're like miserable. I go outside a lot since I live in the woods. I love squirrels, and of course, I love cats. Oh yes, I think a lot of I think there's a lot of quiet on like I mean I think that in the United States particularly we can just follow European values, European history, but I think the Aztecs, the Incas, and the Ethiopians, the Carthaginians, I think that they made progress. They made progress and feats that we have yet to be exposed to. The Chinese, the Indians. I mean, there's so many cultures that like we in the West, in the United States, we just write off. Like nothing to see here, nothing to see there. Even our own culture, our own United States, if it's not based in Europeanism, which I mean they have their trip too, but I mean there's like so much. I mean I don't see how we can really get ahead. I don't see how we can really get ahead if we cannot embrace entirety. I mean really. I mean I can't see a space alien really caring what we look like, where we came from. It's just that we have two legs, two arms, ten fingers, toes, and that the space alien will say, if hey, if I give them too much space, they might like shoot me. That's all I. There's no, very, very strange. There's lots of strange. There's lots of things that just like bridging. I mean, there's things that just bridging. There wasn't one type of like life form here, and the coexistence. There's just so many things that like. But yet they continually in this country want to talk about war, war, war. That's creepy and boring. Well, right, exactly, and that's the whole thing that we have to get. But it's something about like different governments. They seem to have to categorize by in a bullshit manner, bullshit, 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 and then constantly put this propaganda on each group that really is like back in it's outdated. If it ever had any time to it, anyhow, it's rather suffocating just to know that there's so much wealth of people and they're getting shortchanged for various reasons. And that's a bit mind numbing, I think. Yeah, I'm really into. I mean, it's. I mean, we are definitely getting disclosure this year, and it's not going to come through our government either. I think they're just going to show up. Well, the thing is, they really like space aliens, good or bad. They know one thing: that if they go to an official, they get shot down. Right? If they go to the military, I mean, why do they care about who's head honcho or who is the strong man? They don't care about that. They're looking for reception and they're looking for who will accept them. I mean, you can very well see that somebody in some indigenous crowd, some unassuming group of people, the aliens would go to them first. I don't think the aliens are going to like put up with the the attitude of a lot of humans that think that they're like empire building and they're the best. I mean, they're gonna. A lot of countries want you to bend the knee, and I can't see aliens bending the knee. And thinking it's rather humorous too, right? It's rather humorous. This little naked ape-shaped thing, wants me to bend the knee. This primitive, stinky thing. Yeah. But I don't think that with all this constant warfare, this constant fighting. It can't continue. It's nasty. And it's negative. I think just even that frequency of negativity, that strong, like, ooh, 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 is curtains for the human race. It's curtains. As I say, aliens aren't going to put up with it. They're not going to know the language. They don't care. They just said, these are stinky humans. And they've been giving us a free ride for like a long time, I think. Maybe they went and like destroyed civilizations in the past. I don't know. You can guess. I mean, that's why. And the whole thing is, the cosmic order. You start talking about cosmic, and then you have people saying, oh, you're into the devil. No, stupids. Cosmic order is very real. Very, very real. Cosmic order is very real. And then merging with machines and that whole thing, that's BS too. That's BS. That's BS. That's just having some slaves. No, tell me about it. Tell me about it. Look at this. See how rough it is? But like, I'm filling in all this, like I did, filling in all these things. See? Filling it all in. See all those spaces? I'm filling them all in with glass pieces. See? And then this is like, so it glitters. That's a lot of work. I have to fill in all these things. And then you'll have something. And then when you put it different angles, you see? See that? Isn't that cool? Look at that. That's cool. It's definitely cool. Filling. There's a lot of filling in to do. See? That doesn't make any sense, though. You know why? Because the Earth itself is 5.87 billion years old. This planet is almost 5 billion years old. And we only have history. They're only allowing us, the masses, the little people, to know the history of the last 6,000 years. Every time anything older, bury it. That's, yeah. The Earth itself is almost 5 billion years old. And it's supposed to be 14 million galaxies. 14 million galaxies and billions of planets in those galaxies altogether from those galaxies. I mean, it's amazing. It's just amazing. Yeah, so this Earth is for almost 5 billion years old, and that's why they're going around with this climate change crap, which is like BS, because this damn planet is so old. It's so incredibly old, and it's gone through countless changes. And then all these ideas, they're there for a reason. I mean, even when a lot of scientists are reluctant to even talk about the truth if you're not in their club. Even when you are in their club, they're reluctant to talk about it. It's like, shut up, they say. Did you know that NASA was started by a former Nazi, Vernon Braun? A former Nazi. NASA. A lot of older scientists all have German accents too. Really? Yes. I remember, like, I've always been an artist, but for a while, I like science too a lot. I really do. I like astrophysics. And I hung out with I took classes in physics just because I wanted to turn myself into a sci-fi writer, right? So I figured I should know some terminology. I wasn't taking it so much for no grade or anything, but I'm just taking these classes, and I did that for about 5 years or so, a while. And I met a lot of scientists, of course. And the thing is, they don't like to talk about. Like they really feel that they are God. I mean, they really feel like they are God, and they don't. And some of them do share, but a lot of them don't like to share too much the realities of of what they know. And I remember the day that they found out that there were more galaxies, more stars than we've been told when we grew up. And it was like, wait a second. I mean, like, did you know, like, a planet, like in our solar system, is only called a planet because it's predictable. You know where it's going to be in December. You know where it's going to be in January. And there are other planetary bodies that aren't called planets because they can't predict where they are at any given time. That's too much. Hey, how are you? Hello, Carlos. Ooh, amor, amor. I love it. I love it. You can have a personal reading, Carlos. If you look in the description box, you can find out how I like it. And then I could give you a reading. Personal readings are different. Chat is something else, but I'm really glad you met someone. Ooh, that's nice. Maybe you found the one. The one, the one, the one. That would be wonderful. Everybody needs to partner up with someone, especially if they, because, strange times are coming. You have to get your house in mind. That's what I'm constantly doing. Constantly. Ah, interesting. Interesting. I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna write it down right now. Let me get a pencil because let me put all these glass shards down so I won't cut myself. Oh, I like it. Let me see the top of this. Ooh. Wait a second. Let me find a pencil. Punch. All right. I'm gonna check this out. And two, I mean, there's so much to find out. Of course, these are all ideas because nobody on the earth is that old. Okay. Methuselah. Ma, 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 Methuselah. Methuselah. Oh, nice. I heard that name. It almost sounds like something that comes out of the Talmud, the Jewish book. It almost sounds like Methuselah. Somebody uses that word. I when I find out, I'll let you know. That's interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. I will. Yeah, I know that ever since they have started having the AI machinery doing every single thing, you have to be so graphic. So I mean, it's more frustrating sometimes to look something up because they have so many different names and so many different this and that's for these things. It's like I mean, it tries to wear you down with like, no, that wasn't what I was looking for, right? I know they think like everything is either food or a person. I think I think AI is rather overblown. Really, I think that it is just almost too nonsensical, too something, too. It's too. Even though they say super AI is here, yes, yes, and it is destructive, yes, yes. But I find like a lot of it is just first of all, it's cold. It's cold, and it just goes around to like the. I mean, AI is nothing but for those who programmed it, right? So it's kind of like such collectivist hive thinking. Cozy comfort. Well, as long as it just stays burning on the wick, it's cozy. Yeah, I got some candles too, some big ones. I have a lot, the little ones too. My little ones are getting going down. I was also thinking that this piece that I'm working on could also be like a weapon too. All these things. Let's see. So did you have a nice Christmas? Oh, really? Wait. Let me see this. Ah, interesting. But you know the whole thing about we have to realize too that like, you know what I want to get. I mean, as soon as I can move out of where I am into another place, well, I have to actually. I need a bigger. I need a big studio. I need a big studio. But I'd also like to have a small section of it to make things electricity, fool around with electricity, and more with the electronics. Because I mean, Tesla, right? Tesla. He was around the same time that Einstein was around. But you can like re even Edgar Casey has mentioned the fact that the sleeping prophet that you can make refueling things can never stop running. In other words, you can make things can be made. First of all, energy should be free, and it is free because energy is all around us, which is why you have lightning, thunder, and that static even among yourselves, and your hair sometimes sticks out because it's full of static. Because we're living in we are, and we ourselves are electrical beings, then we should be able to generate these things on our own. But it's just because of like the profit involved, which is why I think they try to keep people stupid as possible. Stupid that we can't. Ah, interesting. I'm sure there's a couple coils that we could rub together, and we could. either keep it at a certain temperature. How will we keep it at a certain temperature? I mean, switching the subject a little bit, you take like those um, aerial crafts, those round circular saucers, for instance. The anti-gravity, right? Anti-gravity. Now, you know, like the gravity or like the air is like 78% helium. No, nitrogen, excuse me. 78% nitrogen and about 21% oxygen. And then you have like small portion, less than 0.004% of carbon dioxide. So it's something if you can like take the subtract those elements, like maybe subtract the oxygen out of the air that you're traveling in. Like I'm talking about Earth's atmosphere, and then you can maybe that would like stop. Would keep it going up. I mean, there's some kind of balance, and then there's a small cocktail of other chemicals or elements in the air. But there's certain ways that if you really think about it, and you were able to have other people have discussions about these type of things, and it would be cheaper for us in the long run, right? Cheaper. I mean, if they can do, if they see, 'cause another thing too, you have to think about these space aliens do not like all that. Right now, they're using nuclear fuel, nuclear fusion, and explosion to send the rockets up into the space. That has a repercussion. That has chemicals in their space, in their area, and also the sound reverberates, the impact. And this is the thing that those space aliens are sick and tired of, especially now when we're going around United States. I'm going to nuke you. Russia goes, I'm going to nuke you. I mean, it's great. It's just too crazy. Yeah, I remember that. That's what somebody was. I knew somebody he went to go teach in Fukushima when the Fukushima thing happened. 3/11, and that's what the prevailing. A certain amount of radiation is fine, but we're talking about artificially induced radiation. Like the radiation from our phones is not good. The radiation from other just like there's good and bad electricity. There's good electricity and there's bad electricity. There's so many things that we should be understanding since we're participating in them. And half the things that are around that they keep us ignorant of, it's just so they can control us. You know, a dumb population is the best population. Bananas are tasty. I throw bananas outside to the skins. But I mean, it's not. You won't be harmed by the radiation from a banana, but you will be harmed from the radiation of a nuclear explosion because of what it has to do, because of the chemicals. That's the thing. I mean, I can see a space alien coming here and setting. You don't get to fire those things. In fact, they've had a lot of nuke plants. And it's dirty radiation, just like there's like radiation from nature. Okay. And there's also artificially induced radiation. It's the same thing. Think of it this way. You know how people are born, right? They're born. They start off a fetus, embryo, blah, blah, blah. And they're born. Now, we do know there's cloning process. You get in the petri dish and you make the clone, right? You can make a clone. Now, they have a different process and they have an artificial womb that some of them are put into. Now, those are synthetic, and there's also synthetic. There's like synthetic cells that you could put into the development to have the same reaction. Now, those are synthetic. Now, there's like natural, made in a petri dish, and there's like synthetic. So, I mean, even right now they have like you eat food. Food has a lot of chemicals in it, right? It's a different type of food. It has a different type of effect on your body. GMO free means it doesn't have any chemicals in it. And organic, and it has to say the word organic because that means today anyway, right now, and whatever weight you want to put on it, that it was a natural process. And that's the whole thing about the radiation. And that's the whole thing about the aliens. They've learned to, first of all, these weapons, this nuclear power thing has to be discussed. I mean, how would you like, even when you're like, let's say your next door neighbor's having a barbecue and she's cooking some smelly something outside because she doesn't want her house to stink. Now, that's something that you have to deal with, and you're going to go, oh, maybe the first time, oh, I can stay inside, put on my AC, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, after a while, it's a drag. It is a drag, and your quality of life is impeded. Just like if you had a next door neighbor that was having nudie parties. Okay, let's just say nudie parties or pot nudie parties. Now, maybe the first time you may be glued to the window and looking. I mean, I would. But then the second time it's going like, oh, it stinks, the smoke stinks. It smells. And then like, gee, these naked people aren't half as interesting to look at. I've seen it before. It's stuff like that. But then when it has a physical effect on your body, and that's the quality of life. They go, why should we, these space aliens are going, why should we sacrifice the quality of our life for such a primitive, stupid race of humanoids? Us. See, that's the whole thing. It's like people do things. I mean, they do things and they don't think about the impact that it has on others. And just because I can do it, I do it. And that is an attitude that sucks. And it's everywhere. And it's especially common in United States. Europe, colonialization. Stop it, be quiet. That's that little kitty again. So I'm saying it's just that I'm just saying that we have to think about the impact that it has on other beings. And we don't like that. And we also have to think about, well, gee, I'm going to take what you have. So it's all these abilities or these feelings that makes us dangerous race and unruly, and not trustworthy. Yes. Look at that. That wasn't necessary. Nagasaki didn't have to happen either because they already surrendered. Nagasaki was to see how it goes. So that's all. Yeah, I know. There's a cruelty. There's a cruelty to what we do. There's a cruelty, and we can't seem to stop it. We can't seem to stop it. And then we see what kind of future are we going to get. Yeah. So you can imagine, right? Exactly, and you can imagine that what would DC is could be. I mean, wherever the leader of this country or any country that has nuclear weapons goes, those people are just collateral damage. Nobody thinks about the people, the civilians. I mean, war is not about really winning or losing. It's all about inflicting pain on the civilian population. It's pretty creepy. I mean, I knew this old guy. He's dead now. And he hated the Japanese until the day he died. He couldn't even watch anime. He says, "Oh, that's evil, that's evil, that's evil." Right? And yet that's all they push. And yeah, I mean, even it's a travesty. It's horrible. It makes you like, how can you have faith in the humans and the human beings when they like are so much into war profits, so much into like destruction? It's pretty scary. However, that's why I think it's so important that for us, us, for those who can, to step out of the box, step out of the box, and really see that, like clairvoyancy, being clairvoyant, being telepathic, we don't have to follow the script. Hmm. I know that's how you get yourself wrapped up in ideologies. Ideologies is that it's better. Uh, I mean, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I mean, flexibility, tolerance, tolerance, not intolerance, tolerance. I mean, that is the key to all the universe. And it's hard too. Like, it's hard to be flexible because there's so many rigid people around. Even when you travel in different countries, you come across like people that are very rigid. Even within your own family, you find people that are very rigid. But the Japanese have the spirit. I mean, even back then, correct? Back then, they had that thought. But they still came up with Godzilla. Godzilla was against nuclear energy, and he got everybody to care about the Japanese again because of Godzilla. I love old Godzilla movies. But right now, there doesn't seem to be any turning in any direction other than like negative, 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 negative. And that's distressing. That's distressing. That's very distressing. Godzilla is great. Of course, all these movies are put down for a reason. Did you watch them? I mean, They're Alive. What was that movie? What's it called? They're Alive. Huh? Oh, They Live. Oh, it was called They Live. Did you watch They Live by Carpenter? I think it was done in the 50s or the 60s, a while ago. But just put They Live by John Carpenter. That is exactly what's happening now. In fact, the guy that was the lead in that, before he died, when he was an old man, he said, "Oh, you haven't? Watch it. Oh, go watch it. Go. It's free. It's like YouTube old flicks, sci-fi. It is so good. It is so good. Yeah, watch it and then yeah, watch it. It's called They Live, and it's by John Carpenter. It's so freaky. Really. I was, there's a lot of quiet. You know how they used to talk about how many things were cloned, things like that? But the cloning process, the cloning program has gone like really secret, quiet, 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 quiet. I mean, they keep it quiet, which means that it's like super active and super happening. He was trying. He had like, I don't know. He had like 18 or 20 in his ranch. He had a whole lab full of specimens of himself. Isn't that gross? His whole thing was like to have like a lot of clones of himself, children, whatever. I don't know what the hell you call them. They even call like some clones sleeves, which are meant to be only last like a couple weeks. Like you can have a clone made of yourself for a price. For a price, it would only last like 3 weeks, 2 weeks, a month before it deteriorates. You can even have a clone for the week. So they say. I wouldn't know personally, but that's the word. And you think if they do make clones, which they've been doing for like decades, of course they can make a time limit on it. They just put a poison in the system. Hmm. Yeah. Well, the thing is too, it's like well, right now, I mean, just to like repeat, civilizations get destroyed, they get built up again, destroyed again, repeat, repeat, destroy, destroy, repeat. I mean, every civilization has had its moment, and it's rather tiresome that this keep repeating, repeating, repeat. It's the same thing with World War I, World War II. It's the same thing. Okay, I will. Hmm. Yeah, it's hard to believe that there's like a plastic mass floating around the ocean that's bigger than the size of Texas. Just plastic waste. And that was like, it was the size of Texas like years ago, like 5 years ago. Can you imagine what it's like now? Hmm. I think when I finally finish this, I'm going to sell it for thousands of dollars because it's so much work. So much work. So much work. This little thing, which I wasn't thinking about a price for it, but I think it's so much work. Look at that. Pushing all those little things together. It's a lot of work. have to go, Susu. Potty. I have to take my cat to the potty. Give me 5 minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back again. I took my kitty to go susu. Yeah, of course. Of course. Let me hear them. I'm listening. I'm all ears. Okay. I'm listening. So the alien Fermi, that would be like iron Fermi, iron oxide. Paradise iceberg. Okay. All right. Okay. I'll check it out. Of course, I think that we have. I actually think that there's a group of people that are in contact with a lot of aliens, and I do think they're every item. They just didn't want the population. They don't want to say it. It's just like you can tell, like when the drones and the orbs, they keeping that quiet too. I don't know. I don't know. So I mean, they really don't want to they don't want the information to come out. They think that people are going to flip. And yeah, some would flip, but so what? You know, you can't stick your head like an ostrich in the sands just because. Oh, that's okay. We're all on batteries, right? I'll definitely do that. I'll definitely do that. Definitely. Definitely. Sounds interesting. No problem. Sure. Exactly. Oh, okay. Mm. Technology is something that you just gotta have patience with. And you got to get into the mood too. You got to get into the mood. Like when I take apart my laptop, I got to really be in the mood. I mean, I got to have like, first of all those screws, and I want to make sure I'm conscious that like I can't like it's an expensive thing, and I can't like muck it up. I can muck it up, but I got to be careful. Then I got to think like an engineer. I got to think like think that way. Put myself in their mindset. And there's only one thing about like technology. There's only one or two ways to do something. It's not a creative thing. So knowing that kind of helps steady the nerves, because there's only one way. This screw is only going to go one way. This thing can only go up and down like that. I mean, what I'm trying to say, there's not many excuses with technology. It only can work a certain way. So it's kind of like, if you think of it that way, it's kind of simple. Okay. I will. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Definitely. Definitely check it out. Like that. Now it's starting to shape up there. Still a ways to go. Let's see. Turn the light off. See, getting an eerie feeling, right? Kind of like, that's what I'm trying to go for. Eerie feeling. Got to cover like a lot more of it though. See, slow motion. Uh, Another kitty made a poop or something. I gotta me go check it out. Right back. Did you make a poopy? Smells like it. Oh, that's a big poopy. Big poopy. Good girl. I had to empty a poopy. I have pussy cats. And the litter box is close to me. Interesting. I mean, there's so many interesting things, really. I have four pets, four cats. I started out with two, and I thought two was great. Two was great. And once in a while, I thought about having a third, but I didn't give it much seriousness until one day I found these two kittens. They were in bad shape. They were on a river, and they would have died. So I thought, like, oh, they're so cute. So anyway, I nursed them, and they never left. So now I have four cats, and it's a full household. And I knew that if I took them to the vet, which I didn't do, the kittens, that they would have, their eyes were really bad shape. But I know the vets, when they see kittens with bad eyes, they just pop their eyes out. They just pull off their eyes. They go, oh, too much trouble, too much trouble. And I homeopathically worked with them for about like 3 months to get them where they should be. And their eyes are fine. Their eyes are fine, and they got old. They got rid of all their ailments, their colds, their worms, their this, their that, and I did it all homeopathically. And after all that work, I put, and then I was thinking, gee, if I give them to somebody, they might put one out in the street. And then what they would do is like what they do is they cut off one of their ears to show that they've been fixed, spaded, neutered. And I said, oh no, they look too cute with. This was just too many. I was hearing too much horror stories. So that's why they're still here, and they're part of the family now. So now I have four cats, and they're a trip, but they're all cute, and they do their thing. They talk, and since the first two were Siamese, the last two are Mogis. The Mogis think that they're Siamese, so they all talk a lot. They have lots of conversation. They think it's talking is the way to go. It's expensive. Yes, it's expensive. It's expensive. But and I have them leash trained and so forth and so on. But they're family. They're family. They don't go outside either. I keep them. They're indoor kitties. Because I cannot be bothered with ticks or bears or whatever. All those things. So it's a lot. But hey, you know, I still say. I mean, they would have been the two little Mogis would have been killed a long time ago if they stayed outside, if they survived at all. So they're really nice. They're really sweet. They're sweet. They're very grateful too. my my Siamese is there, like, hey, we're the kings and queens of this place. So it's kind of, role play. Yeah, it is a lot. It's a lot. But they're smart. They're not stupid. Except well, they have their who's the king and who's the queen, who's the princess and who is what. They have roles. They have roles, hierarchy. It's funny. When they grow up, they had to start to, I have roles, but they're cute. They're blessings, and they keep the mice and the bugs away, especially out in the country. Those little mice are always looking for warm places to come in the winter. The cats go, no, no. What's the matter? Be quiet. Stop. No. Do you have pets? I don't know. If I was further out in the country, which I'm not like I'm in a place that doesn't allow you to take wildlife in. But if I saw a baby, be quiet. If I saw, if I just like animals. I love animals. I would take in raccoons. I would take in anything. I love animals. I love animals. So that's uh, I just like them. That's cute. I want a dog too. I want two dogs. It's so nice to have a dog. Quiet, Chi Chi. Well, that's Chi Chi. You hear like moaning and groaning. He's a Siamese male, and he has lots of conversation. And he just made susu, and I wonder if he has to make poopers. Hey, be quiet. Be quiet. Video games. Well, I have a couple. I have a gaming laptop, but I have a couple games I made. I haven't like finished them off yet. What games do you like? Yes. Wait a minute. Let me see if he has to make poopers. Hold on. Do you have to make poopies? Or are you just jealous? Do you have to make poopies? Go ahead, make poopies. Go on. Who likes to get big pooper? I have more poopers. What's this? Okay. 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 Good boy. Okay. Okay. Come on. Come on. Be good boy. That's a good boy. Good boy. Oh, back. He had to go potty again. So I just did it again. Oh yeah, I that's I haven't played Pokemon. Well, Pokemon is cool. Pokemon is definitely cool. I haven't played it though. Star Wars, yeah. I like what's that one called? Uh, I haven't played it for a while because I've been too busy. But the one with the guy with the white hair, you know, the Witcher. I like Witcher. Do you? I like Witcher a lot. What now? I just did him twice. Oh, now he's continuing to talk. Yeah, Witcher's great. Here's another one I like too. I forgot. I still like Pac Man and that too. I mean that's really so basic and it's it's still cute. Mario Brothers, I like that too. Sometimes I get too excited when I'm playing like shooting games, and I just like really just go so off target like a crazy person. Chi Chi, what you cannot come in? You have to stay like that. Both of you can't be out at the same time. Yeah. Well, I still like to work. I like to work a lot with my hands. I like to do mobile things, hands things with my hands because I don't like technology to get like too too used to doing things for me or too. I mean, I like to do things by hand, so I keep my motor skills sharp and my sensibilities sharp. But I live a lot in my imagination, so my imagination because I work in abstractly a lot, and I have to think a certain way, or at least be flexible. Flexibility. Get that over there, getting that thing all filled up. However, I think that what's happening today in this world is like too crazy. It's too crazy. And it's unpleasant. I mean, I really don't like war scenes. Oh, somebody just emailed me. Hold on. Someone just emailed me for a reading. So let's see. I'm going to do this reading. Let's see. I will use these cards. All right. Someone just emailed me for a reading, so I'm going to do this. They have a question. It's like they want to know. They made a lot of business connections recently, and they want to know if any of those connections will lead to a better job. All right. Let's see now. Shake up this hand. Now, any of those people that you met last week and the week before lead you to a better job? I assume the better job is to pay more money, to be a job that you could get into in your field. All right, this one. I'm going to take 5 random cards, just seeing if something strikes me from the back of the cards and see. This one. See if there's a snap coming from the card in the back to me. All right, this one. All right, now I take 5 cards. Let's see. What do we have here? First card we have is the Hermit. Yes, the Hermit. So that could be you. That could be you working alone, thinking of yourself, you're all alone. It could also be like your own, you want to progress. You want to know if you are going to get a job. So that could be you. Your needs are right now all centered primarily on yourself. Of like, what are you? This is a job. You're looking for something to improve yourself. All right. Now, the next card that we have here, Strength. All right. Well, and you feel like you can do it. You can do it and you're ready for the change. You build up your energies and you're ready for a change. You're ready to change jobs. You're ready to go to a new path. You're ready to go to your path. And you have the fortitude of a lion. Now here we have the 6 of Vessels. These 6 of Vessels. Now, we do know that there are many opportunities open in the world. Many opportunities. And it's all a question of the time for everything. Now, what is going to be opening for you right now? That's something that we might have to take a little more delve into. But how right now there are lots of things happening and there is a box for you. So let's see. The next card that we get is the 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands. Lots of competition out there. Lots of competition. Lots of competition. But that's just the static atmosphere of the job market, I would say. Present. Something's going to happen right away. Look at this. This is present. 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 I would say that you are up for, so far, something right now, present. And what do we have here? The Ace of Vessels. The Ace of Vessels. Well, it seems as though some message is coming to you about a position. Even though there's lots of competition. And we have here Six of Vessels. And we have the Ace of Vessels. The Hermit. Seven of Vessels. No, actually, no. This is the Nine of Wands, actually. I was looking at the seven. It's the Nine of Wands. Well, let's look at this Nine of Wands. The atmosphere is, yes, it's one of a lot of competition. It's also, a lot of people are wondering right now, should they hire or should they not hire? Maybe this Ace of Vessels is also denoting a distance, not in your own backyard. Like if for instance, if you live near New York City, I would say New York City is right now going through so much trauma. And then with that congestion tax kicking in Sunday rather, which will cost anywhere from $15 to $30 for a car. Because if you have the Easy Pass, you get a $9. If you don't have an Easy Pass, it's like $14, $13 something, $14. Then they're going to have other things because that's just to, that's just to get in. That's not heavy traffic. That's just light traffic. So I see, let's look at this Nine of Wands. Hi, how are you? Hi, Vixen. This Nine of Wands. Now, this atmosphere is one of strife, burden. So, let's see now we have this Nine of... Let's look at this Nine of Wands. Now, Nine of Wands. Okay, let's look at these two cards. We'll pull these two cards out. Here we have the Revealer, and we have the Proclaimer. So it seems as though there's quite a bit of static under the current conditions. However, they do believe that things will change. And the fact that the matter is they have to reassess their needs and wants themselves. Companies are going to have to change their way of doing business with the congestion tax, if you're in New York City, as well as the change of leadership. Basically, I say this is... The United States has been rather fortunate in some ways. They've been able to keep strife, war scenes out of the motherland, out of the homeland. However, it's different now. And these are the things that are affecting business. But business has to realize one thing. No matter if there's peace or war, business happens. Business goes on. Now, once they come to that realization and strength of thought, there's no problem. However, it's just conditioning. It's conditioning. Now here we have the Ace of Vessels. Now the Ace of Vessels. What do we have? This Ace of Vessels. Let's see. What are we swimming in? What are we going in? We have the Lover. We have the Devil. Oh, isn't that uncanny? It's almost as though so we have an atmosphere of people getting rid of, businesses getting rid of unnecessary things, unnecessary performers, restructuring. We have a lot of restructuring going on here and in the future. So it almost means as though that somebody could want you for the present, how they clip off some people. On that basis, if you're looking for like a temp job, it could be very profitable for you. I would say something is happening because someone is looking to restructure their business. So it's very possible they can call you in for like an immediate to help them trim the fat, so to speak. Trim the fat, which they consider the fat, or they consider it's all they can handle at a certain time. Let's change the deck a moment. And let me look at this Nine of Wands. Even though it like says, Nine of Wands says you get the Revealer and we get the Proclaimer, which is the magic of the moment based on what can go at the moment type of thing. That is, we need to do, delve into this some more. Let's see now. Which card? Here we have the business card, the Six of Wands. Again, it comes from business. It goes about the business. So they're basically saying what they're making and what they're taking in and sending and making. They're assessing. That is what this is all about. This Nine of Wands is all about figuring out the books, the ledgers, and figuring out just how much and figuring out where they stand. That is the problem right now with businesses, trying to figure out where they stand in terms of like the changing of Biden to Trump administrations. And here, that's all it is. But there is something for you right now. Somebody has something. Someone has something. I could even look in the present. Let's see, the present. See? Here we have work. The present, we have work. Right now, I can say somebody has something for you right now. So that should make you feel good. Something is going to come around. You should hear something soon. You should hear some information, some pertinent information soon. Is that the work? And this is all about restructuring under a Donald Trump administration, a Donald Trump, a Biden, and then of course the things that Biden's doing. He's doing a lot of things for last minute to tie up. I mean, there's lots of bad blood between the characters involved in government right now, and perhaps there's always been. We're just paying attention to it right now. And besides, there's so many people that are reporting things or different things are happening. So we have to go with the flow and see what's happening. But there is definitely, it's like in Beirut. Beirut itself has had warfare for decades. Last decades. But business, where the hottest business is in Lebanon. Beirut. Business is always going on. No matter if they're shooting bombs blowing up cars, business still goes on. You didn't see Trump Towers close down and all the guests run out when they had the incident the other day? No. Business is different. Of course, it's better to do business in peaceful circumstances than do business with chaos and unpleasantness. But you gotta roll with the punches. You have to roll with the punches. So I would say yes. Okay, good. That's good. All right. See you soon. Yeah, so I see that. I see somebody has something for you right now. So be optimistic because that job is coming your way. Now, you have another question. I said, all right, okay. You want to know if you meet a handsome man. Well, yeah. Why not? Why shouldn't you not meet a handsome man? Oh, I see. You say there's no handsome man around, so I can't meet. How can I meet a handsome man? And I don't want an ugly man. Well, okay. You know, you gotta have somebody that like makes your toes curl. It's very hard to be with someone who you don't find attractive. All right. Let's see now. Will you meet a handsome Prince Charming soon, like this coming week? Will you meet someone soon? A Prince Charming, a man worthy of you, a love that's worthy of you. Will you? A Prince Charming. We have the King of Swords. So you're going to meet someone who's vociferous, someone who's answering your call, your Tarzan Jane. Oh. Of course, I didn't want to really do it as loud as I could do it because it's late at the night. And maybe some bear might like think that like I'm calling him or something. So I don't want to do that. We said wait a little bit. We have the Four of Swords, the King of Swords, the Four of Swords. Where is this call coming? You're going to meet this man soon. Let's see this one. Again, wait. 4 days? 4 days from now? No, we're just getting the runaround. No. It says you put out your call. Now, let's see. Let's go to the kitty cat ones. Let's go to something that's more amore. This one is too cutting. This is not for you, that type of question. All right, let's see this kitty cat deck. Now, are you, with the pegging cats, going to find somebody interesting soon to be with you, to give you support, to give you confidence, to be interesting to you? Now let's see. Are you going to meet an interesting man who is going to turn you on and you're going to feel like, ooh la la. Ooh la la. Will you feel like ooh la la? Let's see now. Will you meet an interesting man? Because all you see is ugly guys, you said. Okay. Let's see. Will you continue seeing? No, I'm not going to even go there. I'm going to go, a handsome man is coming. Is a handsome man coming your way? Oh, we have 6 cards. Ooh, you're going to have reason to celebrate. You're already getting excited. Look at this. Oh, we have the Empress. You've been somebody. Now, I wonder if this Empress is you or is it somebody's mother, somebody's aunt? But he said, go over there and speak to that woman. Justice. It's only fitting that my... okay. That looks interesting. And then we have the Ten of Swords. Now, the Ten of Swords is almost a good card in some cases. We'll have to investigate that, but it could be that the end of the wait is here because justice is like made its decision. And we have Temperance. Hold your horses. Don't get too excited too quickly. Lovers. Oh, the Ten of Cups. It all looks fantastic. Fantastic that somebody you will meet. You will meet somebody soon, but let's check out this Ten of Wands. This is something that, now, what could this Ten of Wands possibly be? Possibly be the Ten of Wands. Which pussycat is going to give me intel? No, the Ten of Wands. This is a serious. What is this? A serious pussycat. This one wants to come. One more for the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands. Okay, this one. All right. Let's see more about this information, the Ten of Wands. What is this thing that they're going through, or you're going through, that will soon be over? Well, another 10. 10 of Pentacles. Could be a business thing. And we have Judgment. So perhaps right now that person you're looking for, the only thing that's a stumbling block is they're pulling in lots of cash. They're finishing a deal. They're finishing a deal. And that is what is making or breaking the situation right now. It looks good for love. It looks good. You're going to meet someone. So just nice to have you back. It looks like you're going to meet somebody very, very soon. It's someone really fine, loving, what you want is coming into your life. But right now, right at the moment, they're closing a deal. Because look at this 10 of Swords, which is always the end of something because a 10 is better than a 9 of Swords. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles, money deal. We have the Judgment. They're doing a business thing. And then we have the Knight of Swords. They're waiting for some kind of deal to go through. And it's almost it's at the 10th hour. It's not a bad 10. Not at all. So he doesn't want to get distracted. But I would say yes. We have the three of Cups. Celebration. He's happy to know you. He'll be happy to know you. We have the Emperor. The Empress, that's you. That's what I said in the first. The Empress. Yes, he thinks of you highly. And we have Justice. And he's looking to not come on too strong, but there's a goal. 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups. And look at that. Together with kittens. So yes, make sure you look good, get sleep, dress nicely, and be prepared. Because somebody is going to come into your life. It's going to be really nice. Really nice. Things are moving ahead for you. Congratulations. That was a good reading for that woman. I think that she's really, she's going to meet somebody who has money, and she'll like him. She'll like him. She'll like him. and he has his own business, or he is high up or he's running somebody else's business on an executive level. It's nice. That means it's be at least 6-figure income. Which I mean, to even get like a loaf of bread and eggs costs like seems like 6 figures, and it's going to go up. The prices are going to go up, so we all have to secure ourselves. We all have to secure ourselves. So if anyone would like a reading, let me know. And I'm going to take a break, a 10-minute break, and I'll be back. Okay? I'll be back. Just well, I'll be back. And stick this down. I'll be back. Okay? Somebody gives me hearts for me trying to remember. Thank you, thank you. So I'll be back. All right, I'm back. Back. As you hear, my kitty cat is still talking. Talking. He said, play with me. Maybe I should give him some catnip or something. Do you want catnip? Huh? Go to Tatooine. Be quiet. Such a loud pussycat. Oh, such a loud one. So, how are people to... It's early or late? Okay. Hey, 1 second. Yes, it's pretty late. It's late. What are you gonna do tomorrow anyway? What's going on? I myself essentially do the same thing night or day, and that is, I paint, I write, I glue, and I try to make pieces. I found something. This thing here is a lot better. Oops. Put the glue on, then I was using a Q-tip. That's pretty nasty because I can't control it. Wow. Keep working on me, we'll see. But we'll see. Today isn't a good day for me to do it for you because I'm like late. And there's 2 readings. They're kind of intense. But later, you looking for a job or so? I mean, money is really tight. I mean, how do you feel about what's happening in this economy and stuff? It's creepy, isn't it? Very creepy. Very creepy. Very creepy. I can give you 1 card. Hold on a moment. Let me. I just put this some glue on this thing, as you could see. And I got to like get my palette. I got to get my huge thing. What's going downhill? You? No. The economy is. I know, it's so freaky. The economy is going like really crazy. It's just like you don't know. Yeah, the economy is just so crazy. How did this stuff get in here? The economy, it's not pleasant. And then you have these rich that act like if you're not a billionaire, you must be stupid. That's kind of hard to deal with. It's really creepy. And then they have all these games. and the middle class is getting squeezed, squeezed, squeezed. I mean, if the middle class gets any more squeezed, will be a. I mean, it's not cool. The middle class is just getting like barfed at. So, what's happening this weekend anyway for you? Yeah, the economy. This economy is very scary. I mean, yeah, I don't know how they talk about be responsible and this and that when this country has overspent itself and for wars, not even for helping people, not even making friends, just like destroying. It's a bad vibration. It's a very bad vibration which is going on. And I really, I really blame people for like not like really paying attention to what's going on. I mean, I think like anything is anything. Like I mean, I think when you kill like civilians, whatever side you're on, that's wrong. It's more than wrong. It's condemned. It's condemned. And I just can't understand how. I just can't understand how cold so many of our leaders are. They're really cold people out for themselves. I mean, I don't see anything commendable about what's happening. And then they don't seem to care. I mean, they don't seem to care what's happening with the American people. The American people are an afterthought. Like, oh, you're so poor, you're so stupid, that type of thing. I don't know. There's just a lot of like bad vibrations going around. I think it's bad vibrations, very bad. And at the same time, I think that we are going. Humanity in itself is going through a tremendous awakening. First of all, we're aware of like how we've been treated like shit and how we're thought of as shit, and that we know that we aren't shit. Put it that way. Put it that way. Hmm. Oh. let's see now. So you should go to sleep soon because you have to. It's the weekend. I've been here. We've been talking for 2.5, almost 3 hours. That's a long time. That's a long time. And let's see now. I'm only going to pull one card right now. So let's see. What would you? What question? Make it brief. Make it meaningful. Hmm. Let's see. Okay, now. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, let's see what we get from one card. Now, this is just one card I'm going to pull. All right. Now, let's see. One card to give us, to give Ram. This card. Let me make sure that is the card. All right. Well, it means that you should be for your future. This is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups. You should stay fluid. You should also be willing to give. You should be willing to give. And your message is that you should stay open-minded and show your willingness to give things a chance to happen. And to be on the outlook for situations and scenarios that you can be of help and assistance to. And just like this kitty cat has on the back of a turtle, you can find some things that you can jump onto to help you towards your goal, and which you can almost be a banner for their advocacy, their cause. You can join with someone else and be an advocate for a cause that could lead you to a path that would be satisfying for you, and it would also keep your head above water. If I were you, I would be looking for some kind of social group, social organization that you can be a vanguard for. So I see if you look for something that you could be helping and assisting, some organization on the payroll, of, because we have a cat and we want a tortoise. Something that is already there. Something that not, in a group that just wants to start, entrepreneurs. No, some kind of long-standing group that you feel strongly about and you could be an advocate for, like that. That way you can keep your head above water during maybe as you see this is towards the spring, but it also could be towards the spring. Something that you could build on, start like, making phone calls and stuff and see where you can join in. Something like that. Something like that. That's what I say. Okay? Find a cause, an organization that supports that cause. Go for it. Ask them, call them up and say, do you need assistance? Do you need, this is paid assistance too. Do you have a position opening that would be good, that would fit this and that? But do your research first to make sure that they're in a position to hire someone like you. You're welcome. Okay, good luck. It was amazing talking to you too. Hi. Happy New Year. You can say hi. How's everything going? Hmm. Let's see this. It's too high up. Chi. Mommy said to be quiet. I know. What is the problem? What is the problem, Chichi? Mama's busy. Mama's busy. You know Mommy's busy. So I know I'll go to sleep soon, but no. PJ. She, shut up. Oh, this one. Hmm. Quiet, love. Be quiet. Ice. Do you have to go do these again? Susu again? Is that it? Hold on.